all the way in McMinnville, Oregon. And it was a competition.
Yeah.
And you got first place.
I always do.
You did it.
Except for
First place.
But we don't talk about that.
How'd you feel about the whole experience?
In the crowd, like just watching, there's like 17 doors. One of them, each one bigger than the one before. Like it just got bigger.
Each one. Hello, my name is Lee H. Tillman.
I'm Andrea Menchaca.
And this is Anxiety Twins. Thank you for checking us out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy what you're hearing. What are we talking about today?
I don't know. We've had a weird couple of days.
Yeah, it has been. So today,
It's Sunday.
Today is Sunday. I took a spa day.
Mm-hmm.
Some self-care today.
Fishing for a compliment. And you look amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I did a lot, cut my hair, moisturize.
Yeah. Not that you don't do that all the time.
And trim the beard, trim the whiskers,
Mm-hmm.
nose hairs, all the things. This episode is sponsored by This episode is sponsored by Manscaped. Please don't forget. Let me tell you what Manscaped is. Last night you had a show, all the way in McMinnville, Oregon.
It's a real place.
And it was a competition.
Yep.
And you got first place.
I always do.
You did it.
Except for
First place.
But we don't talk about that.
How'd you feel about the whole experience?
It was good. We gave it 120%. We went out there and
You went out there and you told jokes.
And
you did.
Run around and the whole thing.
Yeah. How do you feel about the McMinnville crowd?
They were a good crowd, I think. It was a weird space. Talked about it on stage.
Yeah, it always is. It was a winery. It was a winery. And like theoretically, those are like good spaces because like the people like taste their wine and everything. So, and it is a place where you can get alcohol. You don't have to like set up your own bar and everything because obviously there's alcohol there. So theoretically it's a good space, but
all the wine they could ever need.
Yeah. But also it's just like, it's a big, huge warehouse.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it was built with anybody being there in mind.
Exactly.
Besides like working.
Exactly. Like there's no reason. So it's a big, concrete warehouse type situation. And like the sound doesn't travel very well. It's
the type of thing that I would not be confused at in Mexico if somebody was just like, this is a venue now. But I thought the United States was a little bit more intense with their permitting. Like there's just half people out here. There's a forklift in the crowd. Like he's watching. There's this like 17 doors. One of them, each one bigger than the one before. Like they just get bigger.
Each one bigger than the last.
Yeah, there's like everywhere from cat door to semi. There's like every kind of door you could want. I was freezing. That was the only thing. And I was also falling asleep on the couch, which I'm sure was adorable.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody was just like,
we filmed it.
Look at that cute angel. Not at all weird.
Yeah, it's run by this guy that is very intense about running shows. He's very intense about producing shows. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I'm glad that he pays attention and he's trying to like work everything out, but he's definitely
he pays comics.
Yeah, and he pays comics.
Some people will just burn every comic and just have shitty pay.
But he's very intense about he seems is that he has money and he can promote, and maybe he's not a comic himself, but he likes comedy and he just wants to put on shows. That's the vibe I get.
Love to have him.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good show. I was there as a guest spot, which like he asked me beforehand if I wanted to do a guest spot, which is generally speaking, that's not really how you do it. Like,
did he know about us?
Obviously he does. He asked me.
Yeah.
He asked if I was going to be there.
Right.
So obviously he does. And it's also interesting because like we've been in the same rooms before, but he's never like come up and talked to me. He always he DMs me.
Yeah. Well, it's because you look at people that way that you do.
Maybe.
Look. Yep. That's the one.
That's the look.
That's the look. You're like, what?
He knows who I am. He
found you on the internet, so
yeah. So he probably knows who we're together. But he asked me, "Will you be coming with her? And if so, do you want a guest spot?"
Oh yeah, okay. So he knows.
Yeah. So I'm like, sure, why not? Like it's
I told
generally
you the email that he sent us had like a TBD, like a spot that was available. So and then that was you.
Yeah. So it was booked. It was like baked into the show to have like a guest spot.
I thought it was good for a competition to have 2 guest spots at the top because it always feels unfair to the people that are like we drew numbers and I got last just by luck. But last is usually a better spot unless it's a really shitty venue where people like just leave in the middle of a show. But usually that's better. And if you get first, it just feels like you got dealt a shitty hand and that you're probably not gonna win. If it's a competition.
You mean you took bullet, like you were the first
if you
performer.
take bullet at a show, but because it's the host and then
2 guest spots,
another guest spot, and then first competition, then it feels a little bit more like a equal playing field.
But what if those 2 people like warmed everybody up, and then like those 2 comics, they warm people up, and now the first comic that goes up is getting laughs off of theirs? So that's still cheating, right?
No, that's...
So why is that better than going last? Last is usually best, because you're the last person they see. So you're saying last and first are the best places?
No, I'm saying that if you're one of the 4 that's competing and you get quote unquote first, it's nice that you're not first in the whole show. You got like 2 buffer people in front of you.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like don't you think that gives someone a more of a benefit?
Who?
If they're going first, they get maybe those 2 people kill, and then they're getting laughs off of that.
Yeah.
So that first person goes is already like, we're already feeling good after those first 2.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's a good thing. Because that's definitely something that the last person would get. It was like after the whole show. And this was a winery. People bought a whole bottle of wine. By the time I went up there, people were drunk.
Yeah.
And if you were the first person and they're drinking their first glass of wine and they haven't heard any comedy, it's very different than every other spot. So I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if the show ended up being a little too long though. But as far as like fairness, it felt more fair that way.
Yeah. Because I wasn't in the competition, I got to vote, and I didn't watch everyone's set, but I could tell, like I went in and out and I could tell like who was doing well and who wasn't. And I watched your whole set and I was like, it seems like you're getting more energy than everyone else. Like it did feel like...
I was also trying really hard to be louder because I noticed and I learned from watching...
Yeah, because the sound system wasn't good.
Same as you, I didn't watch all of everybody's set, but there was times where even when you're in the room, it was really hard to hear. And so of course you're not going to get laughs if they can.
Yeah, like if you have to work to hear the person.
And I don't usually bring high energy, but I was trying really hard to be loud enough and enunciate and...
Yeah, but you were getting the best crowd reaction. So even if you weren't my little baby girl, I still would have put you first place.
Oh,
yeah. That's good. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Good night.
We'll see you next time.
Nighttime. But I'm so tired though. Like the night before the show, we had that big event at our daughter's school, and I planned
Winter Wonderland.
I planned pretty much the whole thing. And then I was there from 10 a.m. decorating and moving chairs and stuff until the event was over. Like I came back home and went back again, but I didn't really get a lot of breaks. And I was exhausted. And then I couldn't sleep. It was the worst thing. I was like up until like 1 a.m. And then I was so tired before the show. I was falling asleep on the couch. And then last night again, after the show, I fell asleep. But then again, I woke up at 5 a.m. and just couldn't sleep. So my sleep schedule is completely out of whack. I feel like that happens when our daughter's not here.
Yeah.
I just don't have her to like force me to get up in the morning and go to school or whatever. So I just like, I don't know. I'm not doing it on purpose. I would like to sleep. But I did write some jokes last night or this morning at 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's what I do. When I can't sleep, I just lay there and kind of like write. Right, and hope that I remember them because I'm like, I remember when I wake up, and then sometimes I don't.
Are you like asking yourself to write jokes, or is this just stuff that comes when you're awake?
If I'm awake and I can't sleep, I will just sit there and just like write stuff, and like I'll be like, how I write jokes anyway is just I repeat stuff over and over and over. I'm like thinking, okay, what could be, what, there's something here, what could be here, and I'm just thinking over and over. So I am kind of saying it so many times that I do kind of remember it usually, just because of that.
So you don't have to actually write it down.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll forget it, and then like a day later it'll come back and be like, oh yeah, that part. And then I'll just write down, the kernel of whatever it was. So, but yeah, when I can't sleep, I do sit there and just lay awake and write jokes if I can't sleep.
For me, it's more like I'll have weird dreams that I feel like I always have weird dreams, but it's just if I sleep well, I won't remember them. And if I wake up at 5 a.m, it's like I was just having a conversation with somebody that's not real. It was like in my dreams. And sometimes that will become like, do you ever fall out of a dream and then you want to go back into it, like force yourself to go back to it because then that means that you'll be asleep again?
Honestly, I do the exact opposite. Like sometimes I'm having bad dreams and then I'll like try to, while I'm dreaming, I'm like, okay, this is a dream.
I haven't had OCD dreams in a long time. The repeat.
Yeah, I do.
Get stuck, like open door, closes door, open door, closes door. Like I haven't had those in a long time.
I used to have those a lot when I had like 9-to-5 jobs. Like for instance, like one of my last jobs was I worked at a copy printer, like a copy center. And, I would have dreams that I would like take someone's order and then I'd start printing it out and then the copy machine would jam, but then I'd have to unjam it and then try to run it again. And then I would just have dreams that I was just doing that over and over. It just felt, and that was probably like the last time. But like recently I did have a dream like that, but it hasn't happened in a long time. But when that does happen, I'm like, okay, this is just a dream. While I'm dreaming, I'm like, this is just a dream. This doesn't matter. I don't actually have to do this. I don't have to make these copies. And then I'll move on and get out of that dream and move on to something else.
But what I was saying is because I don't hate my dream and I know that I was asleep and I would like to be asleep again, then I force myself, or I'm trying to force myself to go back into that conversation or whatever I was doing in my dream. And then sometimes that turns into a joke because a lot of my jokes are like fake conversations that I've had with people that don't exist when I'm like doing laborious work, like something repetitive or dreaming. So that's why I can write in the morning. But every time I'm like, it doesn't matter how good this is or if this joke lasts me years to come, I would rather be sleeping. I would always rather be sleeping than get I'm like, oh, a new shiny joke. Whatever.
I never I either have a bad dream or a dream or I don't remember it. Like I never have like a good dream and I'm like, oh, I want to go back to this dream. I either just don't remember it at all or it's just like a terrible dream that I wish I'd never had.
You need to be more of a positive person.
Yeah, I need to be more positive.
So I dream about good things.
Yeah, that's true.
So I manifest.
Yeah, you're a fun person.
Yeah, I'm really fun.
Yeah, you're a fun person. You manifested a lot.
I manifested
this month.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
Like there was like 2 shows that you just kind of manifest yourself into.
Yeah, and I wasn't even mad or anything, but I was telling you like it's kind of weird that I wasn't booked for this so far. Texted me and then I wasn't. I was like, you know what? That's fine. Yeah. That's good.
Then it happened a couple of times. And then there was a show that you didn't want to do and it got canceled. Yeah.
I'm not that I didn't want to do it. I just was procrastinating on the homework because it was a little bit of a different show.
Yeah, it's one of those shows where you have to do homework.
Yeah, which I talked to you about it. I was starting to get excited about like potentially how it would work, but manually I was not feeling like pulling up the spreadsheet or whatever and like try to the presentation app and start working on it. So when it got canceled, I was like, oh, well, that's one less thing on my to-do list for this week, which is already a lot.
Yeah. So I did a show. Well, I was supposed to be doing like the Winter Wonderland. Like I went to Winter Wonderland with you to take pictures, but then I had to leave early because I had a show in Salem.
Yeah.
And it was it was a don't tell. So it's obviously a place that's just a random, like don't tells are generally just in some random place that usually don't have shows. So I'm driving and I've been to Salem before, but I had never been to this neighborhood. And it's basically just a created community. It's its own community, like one of those HOA places where every house looks the same.
It's a Stepford Housewife.
Yeah, Stepford Housewife. Yeah, definitely got those vibes. And I'm driving through the neighborhood. I'm just like, well, this doesn't seem like a place. Like, am I performing at someone's house? Like this, it just felt weird. And then I finally get to this place, and it's a coffee shop that is basically just for that community. Like they built it just so that community doesn't have to leave to get coffee.
So hard.
And it's like it was a really big place. It wasn't like a tiny, little bookstore.
The suburbs usually still is big.
It's
like, we want to make sure we could put everybody's Hummer in here. Okay.
It's this really big coffee shop. So I'm just like, okay, you're not really sure like the vibes. And the people there said that they didn't live in that neighborhood or that community, but I definitely got those like rich liberal vibes. Like they want to feel like.
Did you say it was the same kind of rich liberal as my show last night, or different? Make me feel.
Maybe, yeah, probably about the same. Yeah. But they were not. Maybe they needed alcohol because they were not.
It's a coffee shop. Did they not bring anything?
No. They did have. They have wine there too.
They had wine for sale.
They had wine for sale, but like nobody's really drinking.
Well, this is a coffee shop, so
yeah,
I usually just buy coffee. And don't tell us you can bring your own.
Usually, I don't know. I don't know if
we're too classy for that. We're just gonna have a 6-pack in my purse.
Yeah. So on the back of this wall, it also had like books all around it. Books on the back wall. There was a wall that just said, the Hall of Black Excellence or the Library of Black Excellence or something like something of Black Excellence. And it was just like, I don't know, maybe 200 books of, with Black authors. And I'm just like, in this neighborhood that is like, I'm basically the only person of color, not even the only Black person, the only person of color in that room. And I like made a comment like, has anybody ever read any of these? And they're like, I said, clap if you've read any of these books, or you even went back there and looked. And the only people that clapped were the people that work there. And then I said, oh, clap if you don't work there and you've read it. And it was just like silent. So I said, okay, well, you guys
are working for the giant coffee shop that caters to one specific community has a lot of downtime.
So I kind of like made fun of them for like being the performative white people that they appear to be, and they didn't like that.
Yeah, and they were like,
yeah.
Didn't you look it up and the guy that owns the coffee shop is potentially Black? Yeah.
So on the wall, they have like the first cutout of, why they opened the coffee shop or whatever. Sometimes they have like a newspaper article or something. So on the wall, they have that. And the wall basically says, I wanted to open this coffee shop because, this neighborhood doesn't have one. So they just opened this one. And it's like, and the person who opened, he's like a chef at other restaurants. And I guess they're big fancy restaurants, whatever. And he decided to open this. And also to the right of that, there was a plaque that was it was called like the Medal of Courage or something like that. But it was like the Martin Luther King, Certificate of Courage or something like that. And it had the person's name on it. And so I Googled it. I'm like, is this a Black man or is this a white guy that's just putting on?
I have a dream that I would be able to buy coffee in this neighborhood. So close to my home.
Yeah. And I looked it up and it's debatable.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be. I'm not going to say he's not. I don't know. But also I looked at like the year that it was given, and it was 2023. And the plaque also said the inaugural.
The
first one. It's the first. So they basically made this in 2023 so they could give it to this person.
It's kind of, they have another one just ready for whenever another Black person moves into the neighborhood.
So it like the whole like manufactured this whole like everything just felt very fake. And the crowd, and not just for me,
facade on the outside where it like looks like brick, but it's not. It's like plastic.
Didn't check.
Yeah.
But
that to me is the ultimate, like, we're rich enough to get fake brick, but new enough that it's definitely not brick.
Yeah, the crowd, it wasn't just for me, but the crowd was like very cold the entire time. They were like, you really had to work. Like the first couple of comics weren't great. They weren't great comics. And then, but like even when like the better comics got up, they were still like, it was like pulling teeth the whole time. So they were they were one of those crowds, because afterwards people came up to me and they bought merch and stuff and they talked to us and everything, and they said they enjoyed it.
They weren't mad at you,
but they didn't laugh outwardly so the whole time. So they were one of those crowds that like enjoyed it, but they're not gonna like laugh out loud or anything.
Yeah.
But that was all right. That was my second don't tell of the month.
Supposed to not tell. It's too late now.
Yeah. And I have 3 don't tells this month, which is weird. I don't think I've ever had more than one in a month.
Yeah.
So I have 3 don't tells. Yeah.
I had a don't tell last time we were in McMinnville. That month I had 2, I think. That was like my max so far.
Yeah, so I've done Portland and Salem, and I have Eugene coming up.
Eugene. I always wonder about those crowds.
Yeah.
It's a college town, but also just a lot of old hippies.
Yeah, but you've done Eugene.
Yeah.
Didn't you do?
That's true.
Is it Nerdy but Flirty or something like that?
And Lexi's show.
Yeah. So yeah,
but it felt like it was kind of outside. Yeah. I wonder where your don't tell is going to be. Like, is it going to be closer to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the
ones you did were basically in the university.
Yeah, one of them was in the university. The other one was not far from there, but it was just like a restaurant. And because it was so small, it didn't really like the sample of Eugene people was so small that I have no way of knowing.
Yeah, I think I did that. I did Lexi's show like a month after you did it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they were like, I think you said a joke about me saying that I was going to be there the next month, and then I was.
I don't remember what I said. I think that time I actually like read poetry.
What?
Yeah. I was like not feeling comedy anymore. I was kind of disappointed with it or something. And so now this is reminding me, like I'm remembering right now that I need to go find that notebook and see like what I wrote, because it wasn't all comedy. I did a bunch of jokes and then I read some stuff that I had written and then I kept going with jokes. And then I was like, Lexi's going to get the wrong idea about me. But oh well.
Well, someone at the show last night, your competition, did something that
there's no such
me.
thing as competition.
All right. Go on. What happened was this performer did their set, and I didn't watch the whole set, but I'm sure it went fine. But then at the end of their set, they decided to rap, and I'm fine. Like music, if you're in a competition and you have a song, close with a song, because people love songs and they're gonna love it. Yeah, but it has to be a comedic song because it's a comedy competition. But this person decided to do like a very sincere rap at the end, which bothered me.
I didn't listen to the words. I just heard it kind of like I was by the heater in the office. It was cold.
That bothered me because
his regular song.
Yeah, it was just like you're just trying to gain.
He just says you don't have 15 minutes, which is not bad, but it's not comedy.
that bothered me, and they ranked pretty high.
Second.
That upset me, but that's life.
Ironically, there are some white women in comedy whose rap you enjoy.
I mean, I wouldn't say enjoy it, but like I like. At least it's funny. Like at least you're like making jokes.
The comedy world.
Yeah, it's in comedy. Like if that's and it's a competition and you're doing that, then yeah. Because again, I generally don't like musical comedy because it feels like a cheat code. But if you're in a competition and if that's what you do, then do that, because
you can't sing.
Yeah, then that's
or rap or whatever.
That's gonna work. But I mean, there are who's the singing comedy artist that you listen to? Is it Ricky?
I always forget her name. That I actually have her songs like on my
So she was one half of Garfunkel and Oates.
Yeah, Ricky Lindholm.
Yeah, Ricky Lindholm. I like I've never heard her solo stuff other than what you played me, but I do like Garfunkel and Oates. They had their own TV show for a while too.
Yeah, I love So Long for a While. It's so funny. And then from like more local people that we know, Jamie is I can't remember her last name.
But there are there are like
Schreiner.
There are
Really
like
fun.
artists. There are artists that like I don't like hate musical comedy, but like it needs to be, because sometimes it just feels like you're cheating. You just like you sing a song about boobs and people like it, be like, oh yeah.
What was that comic that I feel like he was blowing up a little bit after the pandemic, where he had a guitar on stage, but he wasn't singing. He was just like, "What's your name?" And then he would just like play 3 strings, and everybody was like, "Linda." And I'm like, "Linda, what do you do for work?" Like that's it. Like that's all he did, and he was like, "Are you singing or no?" Like
It's like
pick a side.
anti-comedy.
Yeah, so he was just doing that the whole. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know who that
he
is.
blew up for a little bit, and now it's disappeared.
Mhm.
I'm admiring my work. It looks pretty good.
What else did you do today? What'd you do in the kitchen?
Well, I was told
I'm setting you up.
I belong in the kitchen
Mhm.
to never leave.
Well, I was recently reading an article about Andrew Tate. So
yeah, you got. I got too excited and bought you a birthday present.
But before we do that,
Really?
let's talk about the kitchen.
So today I covered a lot of their kitchen cabinets in like a film, a colorful film.
Mm-hmm.
Because our kitchen is black and white, and I started to get pretty sick of it. I felt like we needed some color.
Mm-hmm.
And it's back there, so I was just admiring my work.
Yeah, we're not going to turn the camera or anything
Sticky
so you can see
paper
it.
is a bitch to work with, so pretty proud of myself.
Okay.
You know, feel like I.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Now you can talk about my. It was a birthday.
Releasing my speech. I got excited about your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It is currently December 14th, and I knew that. Mm-hmm. I have an advent calendar. That's how I know. Mm-hmm. Your birthday is on the 30th of December, which is objectively
terrible birthday. It is.
It's a bad time to have a birthday.
That's probably the reason why I don't care about my birthday or holidays in general.
Yeah, you're just bitter. That's what
because of when my birthday is. Yeah,
just a bitter man.
But like anybody with a birthday in the last week of is probably feels the same.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. I think you should pull a Jesus and pretend your birthday's in July. Like, fucking move it.
Yeah, just move it. Who cares?
Nobody. What? Who's gonna check?
Yeah, but then I'll end up being a white guy. Blonde hair. They're gonna change the myth about me.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's the only reason you don't do it is because you're worried you're gonna turn white.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up. Yeah. If they move my birthday, then they're gonna change everything else about me.
Then everything else changes.
The whole narrative is gonna change.
Yeah, because the zodiac signs, right? Like if your birthday's in July, that means you're white. Everything else.
Yeah, they're gonna change the whole.
Oh my God,
narrative about me.
Be like all outgoing and shit. You're gonna like surfing and like you're gonna get a Jeep with no doors. That's gonna be you. You're gonna have long blonde hair. I'm really liking this. Yeah. This is a movie. We need to write this. Just become a different.
Someone changes their birthday and then.
You become like whatever Jesus was hated for, like just being like be cool to other people. That's gonna be you. You're gonna be like the be kind guy. Anyway, I got so derailed. Like the other day, you're hard to shop for.
Of course. You don't have to shop. I've never asked you to shop for me.
What a dick.
You don't have to shop for me.
I wanted to get you something for your birthday, but I didn't know what to get you because you just, my tea, I guess, you just steal that. You're very specific.
I'm drinking her tea.
With your everything. You have like your special brand of nail polish and moisturizer and your Pata sweaters. I don't even know where these come from. They just appear.
Send me stuff. I'm on YouTube.
Pata.
Send me stuff.
It's pronounced.
Pata.
You don't know that song?
Yeah. I do. You sent it to me.
Yeah, because I liked it twice.
So
anyway,
I'm hard to shop for.
So I just had it just came to me the other day. I was like, oh, the New York Times subscription, because I think that you need printed media in your life. That's how I feel. Mainly because I just want to see.
You just enjoy the thought of me sitting behind a newspaper looking at it.
I don't care if you're enjoying it. You can even pretend.
Having my morning coffee.
You can pretend to read it. You can even feel the crossword puzzle all wrong. It's just gibberish. So long as you're looking like you're working on it.
The idea, the visual of me smoking a pipe.
That's all I want. Yeah, next year your birthday in a fedora. Till you become
Sunday morning, just sitting there with my legs crossed, reading the paper.
Dude, I'll get you a cup of juice. It's a little orange juice. So it just came to me. I was like, the subscription. So I went online and I figured it out, and I was like, well, I'm here. I'm just gonna do it. But then it didn't occur to me. It comes every Sunday from the day that you subscribe. Today's Sunday, so it just showed up, and
they were very eager. They were very when you put in a subscription. Yes, finally, one person.
Past 2 weeks,
yes, whatever you want, please. Please take them. We got so many.
It was actually not expensive. I just wanted to give you some papers. So it came today, and I was like, oh shit.
I was like, cause I went outside this morning, and I was like, was there the New York Times on it?
Did you go outside in your robe? And
that's the visual. If that's the visual you want,
and hit you, and you almost spill your coffee, and you're like, get off the lawn, kid.
Yes, that's the visual you want. Then
and
yes,
then you open, then you start reading through it as you walk back inside.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Oh, where's that? Now we know that Venezuela is here, and it's yellow. I'm making so many random references.
The Daily Show
mean nothing to nobody. So that's the other
so
today.
I'm glad you got, because I have a bit about the Washington Post. I'm glad you decided to get the New York Times and not the Washington Post.
Are you being sarcastic?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, you know who owns
the
Washington Post. I just wrote a bit about Jeff Bezos. On the Washington Post. So
we're not trying to support Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. But there's a family that owns the New York Times. I can't remember their name right now, but
at least it's still family owned.
Yeah, still family owned.
They're probably very rich.
Yeah, exactly. It's like fifth generation
at this point. You want to talk about your Washington Post bid? Do you want to pretend we're working it out?
No, thanks.
No?
Well, all right, let's do it.
You're right.
All right, so I was about to write some new material, and I was thinking what I generally do is I just like write a list of things that happened to me or things that I've done or whatever in the past few, so that they'll be personal, so that whatever I write will be personal. And then I write 10 things, and then I try to write 5 jokes from the 10 things, and this time when I was doing that, I was like, I want to write something that's a little more political, because I feel like I've been not really writing anything like that.
You got tired of progressive white people being offended.
Yeah. So I wanted to write, I wanted to make them more offended. Mm-hmm. Like I wanted to make some stuff that
you know what? It just occurred to me. I don't like the term white trash. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, that's also a joke that I wrote. Yeah. I'm not going to say the punchline because you have to come and see me live if you want to hear the punchline.
Go get a newspaper and real paper, and then go watch Comedy Live.
Yeah. So I was then I was looking at I was like, I Googled like news events, like whatever. First thing that popped up was from the Washington Post, and I was like, well, I wonder who owns the Washington Post. I know that like there are a bunch of like different rich people have owned it, but I couldn't remember like who owned what. So I Googled who owns the Washington Post, and it was Jeff Bezos. It's like, okay. So then I wonder who he bought it from. So I went back and I looked, and I read like the whole Wikipedia page about the Graham family, who has, run the Washington Post. And it's a very interesting story. Mm-hmm. So I wrote the joke. I'm not going to say the joke, but I wrote a joke. I just read that whole Wikipedia. Then I found out that there's actually a movie about Katharine Graham, starring Meryl Streep. So we need to watch that. It's called The Post. Came out in 2017, I think, or maybe not. Katharine Graham died in 2017. So maybe I'm confusing the dates, but it's not very long ago. So I guess that's a movie that we need to watch. It didn't get like incredible review. Like I feel like I remember the movie being around, but I don't feel like I don't remember people talking about it.
Yeah, it didn't make it wasn't like Julie and Julia.
Yeah, was that I feel like that one kind of came and went too.
I feel like people were talking about it a lot. Didn't it make it to the Oscars?
I don't remember.
I feel like it did. And then I watched it because everybody was being so intense about it. And I was like, they're both cooking. It's not terrible, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah. So, that's basically just how I wrote the bit. It just kind of, how I write a lot of the political stuff is that I'll just end up going. I'll do like 2 hours worth of research to do like a 2-line joke or something.
Yeah.
Even though this joke is a little longer, I generally write too much and then I cut it back. And so like
You've only done it like twice so far,
yeah,
right?
so I've only done it a couple of times, and that's pretty much that's how I wrote it, and I really liked it. But yeah, so I'm glad that you got the New York Times and not Washington Post because you were paying attention.
Yeah.
Are we going?
I kind of remember what my newest joke is the one about men, and that's not like my stuff. I don't usually research because it's usually just how I feel about stuff. It's just like my personal opinion. And I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast. I started to feel like a lot of female comics were like, fuck men, or like, it was getting really cheap. Like, it was just a cheap laugh or a cheer, even not even a laugh, but just people being like, yeah, fuck men. And everybody's like, yeah. And that just started to bother me because I just really want female comics to do better than men, but also than ourselves. And it started to feel like my wife. Like, it was just like, it was just too easy. So like based on that, I just
like men, am I right?
Yeah, like men. I roll, but it's like, I know, girl. Totally. So I wanted to talk about that because I also make fun of men, but when I do, I feel like it's a joke. Like, not only is it not just a statement, but also it's gotta have like some depth to it. So I started doing we need men because actually also we do. Like, it's just childish and nearsighted to think that you could just, like in the movie that we saw, The World Without Men was sold out.
Oh yeah.
In the Eternity movie.
Yeah, Eternity, yeah.
Like, that was like a joke because that's what's in right now, but it's not realistic. Like, the vibe right now, it's kind of changing to, we want to fix the loneliness, the male loneliness epidemic, and like talk to men like they're people instead of like, and that's true too. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. And at first I felt like it was too serious. Like, really what I wanted to say was that we gotta be better than just being like one blank statement. But
yeah, I mean, a lot of times in order to get whatever your movement is, you have to like other someone else, or you have to like make someone the enemy so that you can like move forward. And that's not really, like, it can't be Republican versus Democrat, or like, that's not that specifically. Just if you're just talking politics, like, it's not, you can't say like these people are evil, so just listen to me because what I'm doing is right.
Because it's just such a broad statement. Yeah. Like, all of those people are different from each other.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, we really need to like figure out how we could all do this. Like, we're all Americans. We need to figure out like how to make this better for all of us, because if you only make it good for one person, it's not going to work.
The hardest part about that statement, that is what racist people have been saying. They're like, we just don't want divisiveness. And you're like, well, that's not specific enough. Like, that's just a broad statement. But also, it is true. It's just that you need to do more. But eventually I figured it out, and I'm really happy with that one. And then remember the other day at the mic, I tried to do like a MAGA joke just based on somebody literally there told me that one of their family members is MAGA. And that reminded me just now, because it really does feel like they're telling me that their relative has like cancer and they're gonna die. Like, they're like, they just want me to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Nobody's like, oh, did you try
to talk to them?
Talk to them about that?
Yeah.
No, well, they're dying, so I'll be pretty rude. So that's the next one I need to figure out.
Yeah. I used to have a joke that's basically the same thing, but I did it mine was a little more mean, and that was kind of the point. But mine was basically like, usually when a black person gets up here, black comic gets up here, they want to talk about how white people are the worst or whatever, and I don't want to do that. And I don't want to do that. I just want to tell jokes. and that's not a joke. White people are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
And like there was one time when I did that, and when I got to the I don't want to, I don't want to do that. I just want to tell jokes. Like there was a white lady in the front row, and then when I said that's not a joke. White people are the worst. Then she was like, oh no, fell for it.
I feel like a fool.
Yeah. So it's essentially the same thing. It's just mine is a little meaner.
That's my man joke.
Yeah,
because I say I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say fuck man because that's not a joke. That's a statement.
Yeah.
But it's my setup. So, Are you saying that we just great minds think alike?
Great minds think alike. Yeah.
That's what you were saying.
So what else is going on?
What else is going on? I just watched the other half of Moulin Rouge while I was working on the.
I don't think I've never seen Moulin Rouge.
Wait, maybe it wasn't Moulin Rouge. I confused.
I feel like you'd know if you saw it. Was it a musical?
Yes.
Was Queen Latifah in it?
No.
Then it's not Moulin Rouge.
Wait.
Oh, that's Chicago.
Latifah.
That's Chicago. My bad. I apologize. I'm going to look right in the camera. I apologize.
You don't lie.
To all those Moulin Rouge.
You're so embarrassed.
To all the Moulin Rouge.
Do you have like
fans
a Queen Latifah hat under the table like that? You pull it up because you're actually a fan.
It was.
How do I find out what I just watched? It was Cabaret.
Cabaret. Okay.
Which looks a lot like the same vibe as Moulin Rouge.
Was it? There's different versions of that, aren't there? Isn't there?
Christina Aguilera.
Okay. Isn't there an older version? Burlesque.
That's what it's called.
Okay, I don't know that one.
It's burlesque. It has the same look and vibe of Moulin Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
Except it's ridiculous. It's like
it seems like you just watched the off-brand version of Moulin Rouge.
Maybe that's what happened.
I think you just.
I think they got me because it was Cher is in it.
Yeah, I don't know this one at all.
And Christina Aguilera is in it, and I was like, well, seems legit. It's ridiculous. It's like burlesque. It's like a Hallmark Channel version of Moulin Rouge. And then Tucci is in it too.
I don't know who that is.
Tucci is the guy that is bold, and he was in Easy A. The other day we watched Easy A. He's a dance.
Oh, Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci.
Okay, you just said Tucci. I'm just like, what is that a rapper? Is that Tucci? Yeah. Okay, so Stanley Tucci's in it.
So it's like it's got a.
Is he gay in the movie?
He is gay.
Why is he? He's not a gay man.
Are you sure?
That is so.
He's sure.
Yeah, that's the bigger question.
So in the movie, he is the costumes director because he's gay, and then Cher owns the burlesque, and Christina Aguilera just comes in.
Is the name of the club Burlesque?
Yeah.
That's pretty on the nose.
Well, it's a Hallmark Channel version. We got no time.
They couldn't think of anything.
And there's like, it's just like, there's so many awkward scenes where like this guy is hitting on her in like the most aggressive way. And she's like, it's so funny. They live together for some reason.
Hitting on Christina Aguilera?
Christina Aguilera. Oh. She's living together with some guy that also works at the burlesque, and he's a music writer and also a dancer, and she's a dancer and a singer.
Wait, has she been in a movie before? Christina Aguilera?
Yeah, she's been in a few movies, and she's even in another one that's very similar to this one, where she like moves from a small town to a big city to be a singer. But it's a different movie, but also it isn't.
I think that just hit me. I don't think I realized her in. Really? I didn't think. All right.
But
well, she's following Cher's footsteps, I guess.
This guy is like flirting with her by like just getting naked. If you're looking at this from the point of view that she's like been telling him that she doesn't want to have a relationship with him even though they live together, and he like continues to barge into the room though she's supposed to be sleeping to like get a glass of water, and then he goes back in because he's like forgot a snack, and then he comes back out and he's like not wearing a shirt. And if you honestly were just like, I don't want to have a relationship with you, you'd be like, can you stop being a total asshole and harassing me in my own home? He's like out here just like keeps coming out until he's like no clothes on. And she's like, oh my god, you dick. It's so funny. And then in the end they end up together and they're just like fine. I was very traumatized. Yeah. It's just a terrible movie.
The cover of that movie looks familiar, so maybe I've like seen it on.
Look like Cabaret though, burlesque.
I don't know.
Moulin Rouge, all of them.
All of the things. Yeah, I don't. What other movies has Christina Aguilera been in?
Well, she's like the voice for all of this stuff. She's just apparently in Pitch Perfect too.
Is she a judge or something?
Zoe, is that the one? No, this looks like a thriller. I'm kind of scared. Christina.
Well, good. I guess they're doing their job then.
Immediately scared. I just saw the picture. Burlesque, Zoe, Shark Tale. Well, Shark Tale is the only one of these movies that I like that she's in because she sings the working at the car wash.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like in most of those, she's not like a character. She's just like a singer that sings on the side. Like she's just like a character comes in and sings a song and then leaves. In the animated movies, I mean.
Yeah, she's like they're just trying to work her voice into something.
Yeah.
Like she's just a good singer. So in this movie, it's like she comes from a small town and she's like, "Can I please audition to work at the burlesque?" And they're like, Cher is like, "Get out of here, little girl."
That is a perfect Cher.
Thank you. She's like, "You ain't got it."
That's spot on.
Yeah, well, I watched a lot of Cher movies.
It's amazing.
Snap out. I just have to.
Yeah. All right, I just went full.
It's okay. I have to fix my hair today.
Mm-hmm. All right, you said you watched the second half of it. Maybe you tried to watch it the first half, and when did you watch the first half?
Like months ago, maybe even a year. I turned it on Netflix, and it was like, "Do you want to finish the other half of this movie?" And I was like, "Okay."
All right. You watched the second half. Did you have any problems with the plot? Like, did you forget what happened in the first half?
Of course not. You're
nailed
mistaken me with
just nailed it. Just nailed it.
I may not be able to remember the names of the people in my life, but the plots of the movies that I watch over and over, I do know.
Okay. Well, you didn't watch it over and over. You watched half of it.
I have seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I wanted to watch it. I don't like watching new stuff.
But you didn't.
Especially like I'm doing something else. How am I going to know what's happening?
Okay. All right.
I have like...
Most people like listen to podcasts or something while they're doing something
I'm
else.
sick of the podcast that
instead of watching.
Right now. I don't have. I listened to the podcast this morning. I just did a lot of work today. I was in the kitchen all day.
Yeah.
I ran out of podcasts and music and movies and half movies. Burned through all of it. I like to listen to stuff even though I'm not looking, which is why Netflix is making trash now. It's my fault.
Exactly. Yeah, so you're the problem. You're the reason why they're making so many movies where you have to like repeat the plot over and over again.
I'm sorry, guys.
Because someone's not watched. Someone's like on their phone. Someone.
Wink, wink.
It's on their phone.
Yeah.
While they're watching.
But I accomplished most of the stuff that I wanted to finish today. And tomorrow I need to make the...
You want to list all the things you finished?
Our menu. No, because if I list them, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it took me all day. The fridge was really dirty, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow I need to make a menu for Christmas. We're going to be hosting.
Which is like 10 days away.
Yeah.
By the way.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
It's almost 2027.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can you believe it's almost Easter?
I know.
That is insane.
Spring break.
Oh my
Get
God.
out of here.
That is insane.
I don't even go to school. I got all this responsibility.
You believe it's the new millennium. The new millennium already.
Lee, you're turning 100?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's insane. Time really flies.
Yeah.
Time really flies.
We've been having too much fun. That's how that works. Yeah. So I like trashy movies. Last night we also went to a Christmas party.
Oh, yeah. After the show, we came back from McMinnville and went to a Christmas party.
Mm-hmm. Rubbed elbows with every comic in town.
Yeah, every comic in town. There were various comics that like came up to me and asked me if I was like, if I'm still doing comedy.
What?
Yeah. It's because because they're not getting books or doing. Yeah, maybe.
You back in town?
No, it's because like they're not, because I don't really go to open mics as much as I used to.
Yeah.
So, and they're not really going to open mics, and they're not getting booked, and they're not, so like they never see me anymore.
Yeah. I generally you think all of Portland comics need to get together and figure out what they're doing wrong. You're good. Whatever I'm
getting booked. I have shows.
3 Don't Tells this month. So.
I'm doing 3 Don't Tells this month. Yeah. I mean, amongst other shows. That's not the only 3 shows I have, but yes.
My bad. See, that's how you look at people.
What happened? What happened during the party for you, since you don't want to talk about what happened with me?
What happened for me?
Yeah. How's the party for you?
Well, I had a glass of wine at the winery. I thought it'd be rude not to, it's like all they have. Imagine if I'm like Moscow Mule and make it snappy. And then when we got to the party, I had Moscow Mule.
Mm-hmm.
And then
where did you get a Moscow Mule? I didn't see any like drinks being made.
I walk into places and I'm just like, I live here now.
You just made yourself a little
mixing
Moscow.
my own Moscow.
Yeah, got yourself a little copper cup from somewhere. Like, what?
Yourself at home. Don't worry about it. I'm already here.
Where'd you get that copper cup from?
I'm putting on
That's insane.
Madeline's clothes and like, it's nice.
So you had a second drink.
I got a second drink, and because I am just a little itty bitty tiny baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately drunk. I was already drunk, and then I started just having sparkling water, which was disgusting.
So, so just to reiterate, like McMinnville's an hour away.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a drink there, and then like an hour later, you had another drink.
That's right.
You were just absolutely
per hour.
You were absolutely schmackered.
My schmack.
Now you're just making up body parts.
Well. You said smack. Now I'm just gonna shoot it like this.
You're talking like Cher now? You can't, you just method acted.
Oh, baby.
You can't get out of Cher mode.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so you had a second drink, had a Moscow Mule.
Cher's still alive, you know?
Yeah.
Doing great.
I'm aware.
And her mom is too.
Married. That can't be true. She's dating a younger guy, as always. Yeah,
because all the guys her age.
As always.
It's pretty hard to find. Well, I guess she could date Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, no, Dick Van Dyke is dating a woman that's half his age.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. Like, immediately my reaction was like, ew, well, wait. You hear half his age, immediately you want to be offended, but also it's like, well, he's 100, so yeah. Guess that's cool. So when he was 50, she was 35?
I have no idea.
I'm not good at
0. If it's half as, if he's 100... half is 50.
So what time?
So she would be
gonna get there?
0.
Oh my god! Wait, I am offended. Then that is weird.
Why? She's 50. He's 100.
Yeah,
I mean, it is weird to be 50 years old dating a 100-year-old person.
It's weird to be 100.
I don't even know. Like when I first heard about him, like she was like in her 40s or something. So I think by now she's probably 50. But
they've been together for a while.
Yeah, they've been together for a while. But
he's probably a really fun guy.
I mean, she's a very, I imagine.
Yeah.
He seems like it.
He has a lot.
And Rob Reiner just died today, who was director of When Harry Met Sally. Mm-hmm. His father, blanking on his name, but created the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Mm-hmm. It's all connected.
Yeah, it's all connected.
Everybody knows each other.
I'm blanking on his name right now, but
I think I saw somewhere, I don't remember if we saw this together, where when they do the When Harry Met Sally scene when they're next to each other in bed talking on the phone, that they actually shot that in real time. They didn't shoot one person talking on the phone, other person, the conversation, and there was 2 people in each bed. They were all having to deliver their lines exactly at the right time, or they would just start over, all 4. And it's like, it seems so seamless. And then there's like the lady's in bed with the guy's friend, and she's like weighing in on the conversation, and she can't really hear the conversation. So it's just like all this getting thrown together. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. That is cool. It's Carl Reiner. Carl Reiner.
He just came to you?
Yeah, it just came to me. I apologize to the whole Reiner family. I hope you guys are doing well. The Reiners. Yeah, he created the Dick Van Dyke Show. It was actually supposed to be a show, like Carl Reiner was supposed to be the lead, but then I think they got Dick.
That's what we should watch next.
The Dick Van Dyke Show. Yeah. It is sincerely
Karen Burnett show.
It's sincerely one of my favorite shows of all time. Dick Van Dyke Show.
Seen it. You know, sometimes I feel like I'll never be able to catch up to stuff because I wasn't watching things when they came out. So, I mean,
obviously I wasn't watching when it came out.
This I wasn't alive, but like other stuff is just like it came out and I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, the care about work.
Then you see Kim Kardashian put out shows and you're like, you know what? I could use this time that she's gifting me. I'm gonna look at it as a gift and catch up on the Dick Van Dyke Show until some good television gets produced again sometime soon. Well, I mean, we're also watching Abbott Elementary too, as it like every week as it comes out.
Yeah, this season is a rebuilding year.
It's a little bit
not a lot's happening.
Literally on the nose because their schools needs to be rebuilt.
Yeah, that too. Not a lot happening.
How do you feel?
It feels like there.
Abbott Elementary.
I enjoy the show,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna give it. I'll watch this season. I'm gonna give it a chance and see where it goes.
Watch the whole thing.
But it definitely feels like they're rebuilding.
Loot, similarly, not rebuilding, but also just like not as good as it was in the first season.
Yeah,
Loot kind of feels like it's done.
Yeah, well, they kind of ran out. Philanthropists don't have anything else to do.
Yeah,
but I honestly always felt like that show. It's not a great show. It's just it has a great cast.
Yeah,
like everybody in the cast is really
good. But also, it needed to be a movie because the big, important, interesting part is her realization of the real world versus like the sheltered in because of her money. And then now that she's realized that and is just actively working to make the world a better place or whatever, now what?
Yeah, they're trying to build in like fake relationships.
They want her to keep growing, but she's not going to grow further than that.
So, Loot's done. Need to end it. But like most Apple shows are okay. Like all Apple shows look great. They spend a lot of money, they get the best music, the best actors and everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know. They got money. They're not the best. I mean, there's a handful of like really good shows, but I think I only watched Loot because you wanted to watch it, one, but also because it's just a great cast. But it's not watching a lot of stuff separately.
Yeah.
There was, when we were talking about Cher a few minutes ago, I don't know, but I don't remember if I ever told you, like her stance. I can't remember when this was or when she said this, but this was around about the time when she was getting plastic surgery and people were talking like negatively about her getting like breast implants. And this had to be the 80s. Wow. And people were like talking about her because she's like,
there was gonna be more reasons.
dating like younger guys. I mean, that's kind of what she's always done. Like since the 70s, she's always been that person. She was like getting, surgery and stuff like that. And this was back when like you just didn't do that. Like you were a terrible person if you got, breast implants or any type of augmentation or anything. And I was, a teenager at the time, and I drank the Kool-Aid. I was like, yeah, you shouldn't be doing all that stuff and whatever. And then she made a statement, and I don't know if this is just something that I don't know where it came from, or if it's true, or if it's just something that just I put together in my own head. But I feel like there was a statement where at some point where she said, "It's my body. I could put a pair of boobs on my back if I wanted to."
Oh yeah, you did.
So I could put boobs, and it's like that was so funny to me.
Ridiculous enough.
I was like, you know what? Sure, you're absolutely right. You can do whatever you want.
Boobs on your head.
Yeah, that was just the idea of like, yeah, it's my body. I can do whatever I want. I can put boobs on my back if I want to, and that was just so hilarious to me. I was like, yeah. And ever since then, I was like, yeah. Do what you want.
I feel like people were like really judgmental of people who got surgery at first, and then it became more accepted, and then now we're back at people just being like, well, now you all look the same. Like now that's the complaint.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, then they're gonna look the same. I don't know. Yeah. It's they're
going to the same doctor.
I mean, if they look the same or not, it's not gonna be any different for me. I'm gonna be like, well, it's on you.
All right. I think we did it. You want to talk about?
I feel like there was something else we said we were going to talk about, but I don't remember.
Okay. Well, then we'll talk about it next time then.
Well, oh yes, I remember now. I just wanted to address the fact that we did not talk about Wicked.
Oh yeah,
because
the last episode
we talk about Wicked.
Oh,
we haven't, because you haven't caught up with the second movie, so you have to watch the first one and then the second.
Well, when am I going to watch this? I'm not going to watch the second movie without Isabel.
Yeah, well, that's what we're waiting.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit down.
You're not just going to watch it again.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit down
with her, and then you'll ruin it for her in live, as we like to do.
How would I ruin it?
Our poor kid is enjoying a terrible movie and we're both like, oh my god, could these be worse? And she's like, I love The Descendants. We're like, well, you're wrong.
You do that.
You need to grow up.
Actually, you are the one that does that more than I do.
You not passive, like sarcastically comment on the plot of something. We're like, friendship.
I
You don't
honestly,
do the laugh as well as I do because I've been
of course,
practicing.
well, no one does. And I honestly don't even like. I don't dislike the Descendants as much as you do.
Yeah, I don't. I
You
hate him so
really
much.
don't like this. I
really-
think it's fine for what
I
it
really
is.
struggle with that.
So I think you have more negative reactions to stuff than I do.
Which is crazy because I love High School Musicals, all the High School Musical franchise. I think they're so close to each other that to me, I'm like, well, this one's obviously better. I hate all of them equally, but not as much as I hate The Descendants.
I don't know. I'm just like, I try to meet all art where it is because that's the type of person I am. And that's it. Thank you for listening to us.
We're talking about Wicked next time.
That means I have to watch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it is streaming then.
I think so. We might have to buy it.
I don't know. It seems like it. No, you don't need to buy it.
Well,
it seems like it was just in theaters.
We can go to
theater. We got free.
We always got free McMinimans.
You got a free gift card. All right. Well, next time we'll talk about Wicked.
Yay!
2. Wicked for more.
Wicked.
More Wicked. Wicked 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Wicked Once and for All is what I think it should be called, but it's called All for Good.
Wicked All for Good. One for All. Wicked.
We're all in this together. Wicked.
We're all in this together.
What?
Too fast. Too fast. Too wicked.
Stop wickeding. Wicked.
The Wickeding Part 2.
The Wickeding.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop. I saw. Well, that movie's coming out.
What is Anaconda?
Mm-hmm.
Anaconda 2. Have you seen Anaconda?
No, I'm scared.
Oh.
I haven't seen Jaws either.
All right. Well, I mean, Anaconda is kind of so ridiculous. It's funny. Like, it's not scary because it's such a huge snake.
But the first one wasn't meant to be scary, right?
I mean,
it wasn't meant to be funny.
It wasn't meant to be funny, no.
It's just
is the second one supposed to be funny?
Yeah, I think so. It's like purposefully funny now.
The first one it's one of those, like, it's so bad it's good. Because isn't it Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube? Yeah, I mean, there's no way that's going to be a good movie.
TikTok told me that Anaconda was supposed to be like all these great cats, just Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube, and the Jennifer Lopez all.
Oh, they're in the part 2.
No, the part. Okay. It was like meant to be a good movie, and then she almost died because the animatronics of the Anaconda like fell on her.
Wow.
And she nearly actually died. Can you imagine actually dying?
We almost lost J-Lo.
I know, it could have been.
Oh, that's terrible.
Such a easier past 10 years.
Oh my God, I can't believe you said that about J-Lo. She's given us so much.
What's her name? The girl that's in The Bear that made fun of her, and then
I don't know.
You don't know about that?
I don't know about the woman in The Bear. Ayo?
Yeah.
She said something about Jennifer.
It was just going to be an easier past 10 years for Ayo. No one else.
All right. Actually, I do kind of remember that. Okay, but
I'll stop.
We'll wrap it up though.
All right.
All right.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to Anxiety Twins. We'll see you next time. Peace. My name is Lee H. Tillman.
Bye.
Who's this?
German Chaka. Who's this? You pointing?
See you next time.